If it's real...
It's... Guess... And he won't...
I can't believe...
Mr. Wilde, your room.
Charming. This is such a fascinating city.
We need to talk.
I'd rather not. You're going to be angry again. Goodbye, Mr. Wilde.
Is it 5 o'clock already? I think I might go and ask Mrs. Hudson for some tea.
It would be better to examine Wilde's belongings before he Oh, Wilde's already making himself at home. Wilde truly has a I use the same brushes for makeup. Face powder of an excellent quality. This must be grease paint.
I forgot my hat. Father?
I'm just checking,
You've got something on your face. Is it makeup?
It might be. Practicing my disguises, you know me. No, don't touch that! No, no!
Ah, Mrs. Hudson, with our tea.
Not quite. We have a visitor. However, the lady is not so much angry as perplexed.
Good day to you, gentlemen. My name is Mary Sutherland. I have come to you, Mr. Holmes, because I would give everything I have to know what has become of Mr. Hosmer Angel.
Why the haste, Miss Sutherland?
Mr. Hosmer Angel.
Mr. Windybank is your stepfather, surely, since the name is different?
Indeed, I call him father, although he is barely older than myself.
And your mother is alive?
Oh, yes, although...
What is...
I'm... But then father returned.
Do you have your own income?
I do, from an inheritance. It was left to me by...
Then you have all that you could wish for, naturally.
Well, I live at home and don't wish to be a burden to my family, so they have the use of the money.
Why was your stepfather against your going anywhere?
Well, he didn't like anything of that sort. He used to say that a woman should be happy in her own family circle.
Did Mr. Hosmer Angel make no attempt to see you?
Well, father was going off again and...
Where does Mr. Angel live?
I don't know exactly.
Were you engaged?
Oh, yes, Miss...
Is there anything else that you can tell me about Mr.
A
Angel?
love letter. Yes, I see. As I anticipated, this validates my deductions perfectly.
What deductions, Miss...
Mr. Wilde. A love letter? Aren't you dumb?
This is strange. The love letter is typewritten. Good quality paper, quite smooth. Fairly common ink, nothing special. We had a wonderful time together, didn't we, while your father was in France? Hosmer Angel decided not to leave his signature.
What else can I tell you?
I think this case is fairly obvious, don't you, Mr. Holmes?
What else can I tell you?
Thanks to Wilde, my analysis table has been completely destroyed. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. You should try to let Mr. Hosmer Angel vanish from your memory, as he has done from your life.
Then you don't think I'll see him again?
I fear not.
Then what has happened to him?
Your stepfather married your mother for her money, and also enjoyed the use of your income. But with your personal advantages, it was clear that you would not remain single for long, even with him keeping you at home. He found a crook by the name of Mr. Hosmer Angel. He was paid to make you fall in love and promise your devotion, whereupon he would disappear.
Oh, Mr. Holmes. No, I can't believe it. But we were engaged. Oh, it's horrible to think about. But thank you for all you have done, Mr. Holmes.
Holmes, you could have been more diplomatic.
What is going on?
Mr. Holmes, is everything all right?
Oh my God. It's ticking. It's ticking. I see wires inside. They could be connected to the cover. A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. I have 2 minutes to defuse it. Aha! This solenoid protects the bomb from being easily diffused. If it loses its power supply, it will close contact between the secondary chain wires and the bomb will explode. Aha! A source of electricity for the There are wires attached to the bell and hammer. When the alarm triggers, the bomb will explode. A package with explosive material. There are wires going in and out. It's useless to predict how they might be tangled up inside. A fancy ticking homemade gift. Whew.
What happened?
Just a small bomb.
Somebody wants to kill me? What for?
I don't believe that you were the target.
Who then?
Mr. Holmes, are you all right? I saw the bloke. I tried to catch him, but he escaped.
Can you describe?
He was thin, about 5'5", with black hair and a hair lip.
Wiggins, tell us everything.
The fellow was watching your place, so I thought maybe he's a client. But then he took something out of his jacket and threw it. I shouted at him and he took off. I grabbed him by the sleeve, but he wriggled out of his...
You did very well, Wiggins. Now,
Here it is. Oh, thanks, Mr. Holmes.
good job, Toby. JT are the owner's initials. Let's see what's inside.
There could be a hidden message that's been written with some lemon juice.
No, don't touch anything else. There are ink stains on this piece of paper. I could read the text with the help of my analysis table if Wilde hadn't already destroyed it. A poem. But what does it mean?
This isn't a poem. It's a song called Rally Mohawks. That then run and I
Why have... Thanks to Wilde, my analysis table has been completely destroyed.
Who tried to kill me, Mr. Holmes?
A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful. I need to finish here first. Thanks to Wilde, my... I could read the text with the help of my... That's not the one I... That's not... the one I need. Here it is. That's all I can do for now. Let's try and get a few hours of sleep.
How can you sleep with...
He's so funny.
Did you sleep well, Kate?
Very well, thank you, Father.
Is that Wild? Whatever is he doing now?
He's transforming you.
Oh, silly man. Kate, what's the matter?
Well, I just...
The zoo.
Perhaps...
I'm so sorry, Kate. With Wild's visit, Look, here's some spending money. Go and treat yourself to a thing.
All right. I'll go then.
Kate.
You never do anything right.
All right. Come here.
I've had enough of you not caring about me.
I do care. I've just had a...
Yes, Alice told me about the bomb, but you
Kate,
don't understand anything.
Don't be rid...
I don't know why my parents entrusted me to you. Did they really know you?
Kate! Come back! Damn it. Such a waste. This Alice... This would be a good opportunity to investigate... Mrs. Hudson is not at home. Force is not an option. I should find another way inside Alice's flat. A back room. A back room. Better not go outside. The journalists would notice me. Alice's childhood was spent with her aunt. Alice was... She's spun... A phonograph cylinder. It appears that Alice sleeps in this armchair, as I... It has no smell. It has a bitter taste. No smell, bitter taste. It's a tincture of... Alice prepared a gift. She remembered her birthday. Alice has recently... Sarah DeBoo... Her full name is Alice Floella Hamilton. Alice used her mother's name to lease the... Strange taste in literature. Kate probably sleeps here. It looks as though Alice has not slept here for a long time. Kate probably sleeps here. This lock is quite new. Oh my God. Louis Napoleon. My word, look at this setup. Alice practices spiritualism. Abraham. It's my distant ancestor, Horace Vernon. William Hamilton. But I know him. He was a bandit who I arrested 20 years ago. Alice is talking with her father, William Hamilton. Alice knows about Zacharias Greystoke, the victim from the bowling club. Charles Darwin, English naturalist and geologist. My word, look at this setup. Alice practices spiritualism. The wheelchair is the same as the one in the photograph above. I finished here, time to go. I cannot proceed dressed like that. Here it is. I cannot proceed dressed like that. I have to be careful in this den of iniquity.
Come on, Bobby, push back!
Hey, you! Shut up!
Well done,
Tuppence
Bobby!
on Adam! I put a penny on Adam winning.
I should be quiet so that I can listen to what people are saying. There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
Right.
Good bear, strong.
Perhaps I should try it. I can hear nothing from here.
The attack on Holmes failed.
I drink to forget that I drink.
Interesting. They have some kind of pass for getting inside.
I need a refill.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here. There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
There's too much here. Damn porker.
There's an illegal gambling den in here.
Let's celebrate. Want a beer? Want a beer? Sod off.
Thumbs up.
Scotland, you dogs. Celebrate. Hey, this is my table.
Bottoms up.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here. There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
Let's celebrate.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
Let's celebrate.
I drink to forget.
The man with the headache. He was afraid. He ran upstairs.
The man with a head. He could be my...
Let's celebrate.
Bottoms up.
Pour me a double. I'm going outside for a cigarette.
He has a pass. He could steal it to gain entry.
Let's celebrate.
You can get in.
Cheers! Bottoms up.
Is the boss at his place?
Yeah, he's waiting for you.
Our man. I should find a way to follow him.
The door to the gambling room is there.
Luck is on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
All in.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? That's private. Gamble or get out.
Get snappy.
Think faster.
Luck is on my side.
You loser.
All in. I can smell.
Bid out for a shilling.
I have to get across to the other side. Perhaps from there I can reach the guarded area. I have to create a diversion that will move the guard away from the door.
What are you looking at?
Bid out for a shilling.
Look it snappy.
Yeah, I'm gonna win.
Luck is on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
I need a refill.
I can smell the money. What are you looking at?
A well cared for hat. There are no knives here.
Ah, it's my lucky day. Look it snappy.
Think faster.
Luck is on my side.
He uses the extra cards to cheat. A button for a mechanism. He uses a mirror to look at the cards during the deal. This is a holdout that deals extra cards. The rope leads from one sleeve to the other. If the rope's cut, it will release the hidden cards and expose his trick. That's what I'll need to do for a diversion, then I can get outside.
Fools.
Snappy.
Think faster.
Luck is on my side.
You loser.
All in. I can smell the money. What are you looking at? Look it snappy.
You loser.
Luck is on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
All in.
Ah, it's my lucky day.
Snappy.
Think faster.
No, such a
Luck is
diversion.
on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
All in.
Ah, it's my lucky day. Fools.
Look it snappy.
Think faster.
Luck is on my side.
No, such a diversion.
It's my lucky day. Fools.
Look it snappy.
Think faster.
Luck is on my side.
You loser.
All in. I can smell the money.
You loser.
try and go around things.
You take that. Bad boy.
They only left this room recently. They only... Clever invention for hiding gambling items in the event of a police raid. The hammer. Jack Cole, I remember him from the... Doesn't look like a key from an order. Crack. There might be something behind the cupboard. plate. Left. It's evident that all of these items were stolen by Jack Cole's gang. It's the suit. No doubt these things were stolen. No doubt. Our man. Most like... After moving into our... This fellow pawned his belongings. He must be in great need of money. This fellow... This... Butler's pawn... Yep. What's going on in there? I need to save Orson quickly. Holmes! You sneak.
Who are you?
You are Alice, yeah? Listen, Holmes suspects something.
What are you talking about?
You must be more discreet. Your little game with his daughter.
No, no, no! Too soft, Holmes.
But you are Mr. Holmes. Why on earth?
You see, she recognized you. I expected it. You must live the character. You see...
Now you go upstairs right away or I will drive you back to that pub, understood?
And there you are. You've got it. All right. But seriously, you should take acting classes.
I know that you came here to avenge your father. You moved into my building, you've spied on me, and now you prepare your revenge through my own daughter.
Don't be such a fool. I adore your daughter. You see conspiracies in everything.
I have good reason to. Perhaps you forget what I do for a living.
How I pity you. You mistake sincerity for dishonesty.
Do you dare tell me that your presence here is accidental?
Obviously not. When the opportunity arose for me to meet you, then I came, but not with hatred, rather more with fascination. I had hoped to learn something about my father from you. Some answers as to my identity. When, strangely enough, I find that you yourself are a riddle, even to your own daughter.
You shouldn't involve my daughter in your sick problems. You're only confusing her.
It's over.
Good. But you better speak to me directly. No being furtive. You...
I'm going. Please, I beg you, do not spoil my last moments with Caitlin.
It's a good thing that I came to help you.
Actually, I would far rather you stop helping me. A map of London and its surroundings. That's not the one. That's not. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I... That's... Here it is. Good day, Constable. Is Inspector Lestrade here?
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes, you're still alive.
I can tell that that displeases you.
Oh,
Due to the attempt made on my life, I would like you to apprehend Jack Cole.
all right, Mr. Holmes. We'll apprehend him.
Inspector, the suspect has been apprehended.
There you are.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. So, Jack the Hammer Cole, we meet again.
Why am I here?
Don't pretend that you don't know. You're a suspect in the case of an attempt made on my life.
Rubbish. Just like the old days, eh? Arresting me on suspicion. You've got nothing.
Oh no? How about the revenge for the trouble that I brought to your gang? And also your brother.
Don't you dare mention my brother.
Your brother was hurt. It was a regrettable accident. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I can hardly be blamed for that.
What? You bastard. You're the one responsible for him becoming a cripple. He was innocent. An accident, you say? Oh, I can't wait for the moment that you get whacked proper.
Quod erat demonstrari.
That's your proof. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead already.
Do you know what happened at Baker Street that night?
I do know, but I had nothing to do with it.
And where were you at the time?
I was at my tavern all night long.
I see. I went to your place and I saw a man with a hairlip arriving to meet with you. What business do you have with him?
Business? He's a regular customer, that's all.
And what about the suitcase that your regular customer brought to you?
What? What are you talking about?
Why, the suitcase full of stolen silverware that I found in your secret room?
What? How? You searched my room. It's not stolen. I often buy a lot of different things and sell them on after. It's all legal.
Oh. Oh, I believe you.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
How can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Personalized thuggery. How novel. Expensive cigarettes.
What's the reason for my arrest? This is an outrage.
Our suspect with his family near their house. Good day to you, madam.
Good day, sir.
I'm here to see your son.
Jeremiah? He's not at home now.
Might I ask you a few questions about him? Perhaps we could speak inside.
I don't know who you are, sir, but I'll have to ask you to leave right away.
She won't speak with a stranger. She won't speak with a stranger.
Sorry, I'm working. I can't open the door.
Once you eliminate the impossible, what...
Wiggins, an exorcism. Protocol 2.5 on Lambeth Street.
Yeah, you can count on us, Gov.
I cannot proceed dressed like that.
The game is afoot, not a word.
We're ready, Gov. We're ready, Gov.
Someone close the door. I should find a way to attract the attention of Jeremiah's mother. Little rascal! Refrain from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not yourself, it tends only to evil.
Thank you, Father. You are so kind. Those brats are always causing trouble. Now, where are my manners? May I offer you a cup of tea as a small thank you?
I don't know if... God bless you, sister.
My name is Margaret Thorne. It is an honour that God sent you to me.
You appear grieved, sister. Is it because of those children?
Oh, no. It is my son, Jeremiah. I fear that he is doing bad things, Father.
How bad?
I don't know. He has just become nervous and angry and rude. And he used to be such a nice boy. These days he won't spend any time at all with us. Not even with Janet, his younger sister. He hides himself away inside his room and locks the door. And he won't open it for anyone.
And where is your son?
I don't know where he is. He hasn't come back from last night. I'm so worried.
Perhaps his absence is connected with his job. Where does he work?
I don't know if he has a job, Father. I've asked him several times, but he just gets angry and won't speak.
Perhaps Jeremiah is being poorly influenced by his friends.
I wouldn't know. He never mentions any friends. I am afraid that he could be possessed by the devil himself. He's changed so drastically lately. He won't tell me anything, and he flies into rages and shouts at me. I don't know what to do.
Don't distress yourself, sister. You were right to confess. Truly, I can feel an evil presence in this apartment.
Oh, God!
Allow me to search for the demon in this house.
God bless you, Father.
Bookcase and books, possessed wood and words, expel your literary demons! Oh, Holy Spirit, save your pans from demons and poor musicianship! Fire and flames, better for crumpets than foul-toothed demons. Be gone and bring peace! Wooden door! Iron handle! Battle the demon! Unholy vandal! Window! Window frame! I must protect you from pain! Sister, you saw that the demon has taken shelter in Jeremiah's room. I should go there alone.
God save us.
Sister, wait for me outside. This fight will be a fierce one.
God help us. I'll do what you say.
It looks as though this letter was torn up in rage. I should reassemble the fragments to read what was written. It appears that Jeremiah received a threatening letter from somebody known as the Dart. The dart. He was at the... A schematic for a homemade... This is probably Janet. One of the solenoids for creating a bomb. This is evidence enough to put Jeremiah behind... as he planned to escape from London. It's over. The demon is defeated.
Oh, thank you.
Now, pray for Jeremiah's soul and give thanks, sister. Goodbye.
Lord be praised. Goodbye.
You see, but you do not observe. The distinction is clear.
That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. Here it is.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Lestrade, I have a suspect in our case. It's Percy Fleming. Can you apprehend him?
I'll give the order to the constables.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. A good day to you, Percy the Dart Fleming.
Huh. It's the flopper.
Flopper. You're aware of what happened at Baker Street the other night. I'd say I'm a little luckier than that.
Well, I don't give a fig.
What were you doing 2 nights ago around 1 a.m.?
I was at the White Swan.
The White Swan? The brothel that you own? That can't be counted as an alibi.
What do I need an alibi for?
Do you have any business with Jack the Hammer Cole?
I have. He sometimes provides my business with girls. But he's stupid. A hot-headed clown. Yeah, I'd be worried about him if I were you.
Yes?
He told me what you did to his brother, and... well, let's just say he hates you.
Does the name Jeremiah ring any bells with you?
It's the first time I've heard it.
How about this threatening letter that bears your name?
Oh, I remember now. A threat? Come on. Just a reminder for him to pay his debts. It's just a small one, and it's a matter of principle.
How do you know him?
Ah, he's always coming around, begging for odd jobs. But he just talks rubbish. He's off his head.
Mr. Holmes?
Looks like encrypted records. A spintria used in the... Well... The text is encrypted. If it's Caesar's shift code, it might be easily deciphered. Elementary. It's a notebook filled with debts, and Jeremiah's name is on the list.
Get into the cab, quickly!
Follow that cab. I should find a way to get inside. It's closed. There was a fight here. Orson attempted to resist, but someone or something convinced him otherwise. need to get out of here. Lestrade, I'm glad you're here.
What's happened, Mr. Holmes?
We've come from the abandoned St. Patrick's Abbey. I uncovered a gang of armed bandits there who did their best to kill me.
Again? I'll send our best team to arrest them.
Well, I doubt that you'll find anyone left, but if you hurry up, you might just find the spoils left over from their burglaries.
I see.
And I'd be very grateful if you could keep an eye on Mr. Wilde here.
But Holmes...
How can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Is this going to take long?
Wilde, please try to remember.
Yeah, the slightest detail, etc. Well, apart from the smell of those bandits who kidnapped me, yeah, nothing special. And this Jeremiah was spending his time complaining about working for the fart.
I think you mean the Dart.
Yeah, whatever. Jeremiah said that they should all wait till the fart was released. Makes no sense, right?
Listen, please.
Percy Fleming, you were charged with conspiracy to murder.
What?
You used Jeremiah Thorne in your little game because you didn't want your hands dirtied.
You're lying.
Jeremiah spoke to me before he died of how you ordered him to throw the bomb and, after its failure, to abduct me.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Shut up. I think that it's perfectly clear. Attacking Mr. Sherlock Holmes is one of the quickest ways to be hanged.
No, you can't do that. I'm an innocent man.
Constable, take him back to the cells.
Holmes. You simply have to face up to it.